Not quite all, most of it. Now we got blockers. And lots of flyers. Powerful shit. Board wipes if they want to be real nasty with something. And they scoop. I'm like, I was just about to say, let's just attack with these two. And then, I guess, get Liza back with this. Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? My name is Kyle. Thank you all for stopping by to check out my video on my channel, Arena Hacks. Today we're looking at Lifelink, specifically Lifelink. One of my favorite things about gaining life through Lifelink is that it requires you to deal damage in order to gain life. So Lifelink is fun because it's both aggressive and defensive all together, and that's what makes it really nice and effective. Looking at our curve here, we got 2.9 mana average, 8 1-drops, 12 2-drops, so we should be decently set for the early game. We do have some good stuff here. 3-drops and 4-drops are not that high in mana, and we do have some pretty good stuff in this range here. These I know right now are 3 Sorin the Merciless. That's what these are right here. So then we got some other stuff down the end. Let's go take a look at that. Here it all is, really cool. Kind of looks like an Angels deck at first glance. I see like a lot of stuff you go with Angels, like Elspeth Resplendent, which we just like the ability counters that she gets to put on our creatures, as well as the that big hit, that -3. We get to do that big hit on the top of our library there for any permanent with mana value 3 or less. So we're at least hitting lands if nothing else, and that's pretty cool there. Since we're all about life gaining, it's a lifelink deck. We do have Valkyrie Harbinger to start pumping out those 4/4. Do they have Vigilance? They do have Vigilance too. 4/4 Sarah Angel tokens is basically what they are. Flying and Vigilance, so that's really awesome. No lifelink in the Angel tokens, but lifelink in Valkyrie Harbinger herself, and that facilitates our own ability. We need to trigger this, we need to gain 4 life or more by the end of our turn. So that's good there. We got board wipes in here because it's really cool to have it back. A couple snow mana here to help balance our lands instead of a full set of pathways. And then all of our basics are snow lands as well to facilitate blood on the snow. Great thing if we're getting out aggroed, outpaced by our opponent. We kind of reset things and we can get to that much mana. And then we can bring something really cool back depending on how much snow mana we have and we're able to use to cast this spell. Liza is really fun. She is a lifelinker, another angel. Flying angel. This is why it looks at, and you glance at this top end here and you just see these angels, and Elspeth is like, she goes with angels as well because she creates angels. Her abilities go really good on angels, like the counters. There's lots of angels she can get with her -3 ability, so it's really cool. Lots of really powerful angels. So it looks like an angel deck at first, but then we get over here and it starts looking like a vampire deck where we got Vampire with Null Priest of Oblivion, more lifelink and menace. So instead of using flying for evasion, we got menace for evasion. And then we got more flying. We're back to the flying again with Nighthawk Scavenger, another vampire with lifelink. Oh, we also have Graveyard Recursion with the kicker cost here. Another reason why Null Priest of Oblivion is great in this deck. She's great early game as a 2/1 lifelinker with menace. And she's great late game to get that Graveyard Recursion. We got Nighthawk Scavenger. Death Touch is awesome. What a great thing to combine with lifelink. And we've got a flying vampire again, so we're back to the skies. Lots of evasion through flying in this deck. Also Sorin the Merciless, who creates a 2/3 black vampire creature token with lifelink, and yes, again, flying. So we do have lots of flying in here. We get over our opponent, we gain life, so we don't have to worry about defense so much with our lifelink. And that deals damage to our opponent. They slowly die. We slowly get stronger with our lifelink. It balances all out. Null Priest of Oblivion, don't be afraid to sacrifice her to a Village Rites or the ability of a Dockside Chef. These are how we gain card advantage in this deck. So do remember to use those wisely. And importantly, we also have card advantage through Spirited Companion, another good creature that we do love to sacrifice to the Dockside Chef ability or the Village Rites. Seeing as though I always have trouble finding more creatures to sacrifice, Null Priest is not really our first choice to sacrifice. Spirited Companion's a good one. And Dockside Chef is also, again, not our first choice to sacrifice, but there's only so much room for a good, powerful, strong, heavy end game, as also as a good, powerful early game, and still having those creatures that we like to use as cannon fodder. So Dockside Chef and Null Priest of Oblivion are definitely some of our sacrifice creatures, even though they're not our first choice for sacrifice. We would go for the Spirited Companion almost anything first. But yeah, that's pretty cool. For some spot removal, I split between Vanishing Verse and Rite of Oblivion because there is so many multicolored cards running around right now. There's lots of powerful monocolored cards, and that's where Vanishing Verse is really comes in handy, and I really do like it. It is really powerful and does go really good in this deck. But we do go, and instant speed, so much, oh, this is so beautiful. But Rite of Oblivion, we can hit those multicolored or colorless permanents. We can't hit colorless with Vanishing Verse. It has to be monocolored permanent. So it can't be multicolored, and it can't be colorless as well. Whereas with Rite of Oblivion, we can hit any non-land permanent that is just any non-land permanent, doesn't matter what its mana cost is. We just have to have a something to sacrifice to it in order to facilitate or pay its mana cost along with 2, which is exactly the same as Vanishing Verse. It's a sorcery, but we do get to cast it again. So we have 6 spot removal for the price of 4 cards, because we can play these again from the graveyard, which graveyard recursion is really nice, having that between our Blood on the Snow, Null Priest Oblivions. And yes, we have some of a pair of the Tekanuma Abandoned Mires, which are also able to give us graveyard recursion. So lots of fun stuff, lots of removal, board wipe, well, not lots of board wipes, and card draw. I went with Village Rites just because of that low mana cost. 1 mana is just, it's so sweet when you can play something for 2 mana. When you're stuck at 3, we seem to get that sometimes. We seem to get stuck at 3 a bit for a couple turns. So when you're stuck at 3, you can play a 2-drop, draw a card. Oh, that's not in land. And then you can still cast your Village Rites and sacrifice that 2-drop because it only costs 1. So, and you know, stuff like that costs 2. Yeah, that extra mana can just get in the way when it comes to that kind of ability. You know, pay mana, sacrifice a creature, draw cards. You know, playing 2 is just like, I really want to pay 1. Really want to pay 1 for that. And that's what the Village Rites is for. You could arguably go for a Deadly Dispute. We have no other ways of creating treasures or artifacts or anything in this deck, so you're really just sacrificing creatures to it. And one of the handy things about Deadly Disputes is that you can also sacrifice a treasure to it. But it creates a treasure, so that is also kind of nice. You know, if you have 1 creature, you sacrifice something to a Deadly Dispute, it creates a treasure, and you draw into another Deadly Dispute, but you don't have the creatures to sacrifice. At least you have that treasure from the first Deadly Dispute, and you can sacrifice that now to your Deadly Dispute. So subbing Deadly in place of Village Rites is completely up to you and totally optional. I like the Village Rites. It's lean, it's mean, low to the ground, bing, bang, boom. Let's just get it done. This isn't really graveyard recursion. I was about to say, I forgot to mention graveyard recursion with Liza, but it's not really graveyard recursion. It is, because it's going to the graveyard, then it's coming back to your hand, right? But it's kind of, it has to happen all at once. It's not like it goes to the graveyard, sits there for a couple turns, you play a spell or do something, then it comes back to your hand. So no, it just comes back to your hand right away. That just goes really good with our sacrifice stuff. We start sacrificing our creatures, they go back to our hand, and we can play them again next turn, sacrifice them again next turn, maybe even just play them again. Oh no, it's at the end of turn they come back. So we always have to wait that next turn before you play them again, because you don't get them back until end of turn. If they die during our opponent's turn, get them back at the end of our opponent's turn, and we can basically play them right away again. And then sacrifice them, and get them back at the end, and so on and so forth. But anyways, let's get to that gameplay. It's pretty cool. So yeah, before we go check it out though, as always, remember to hit that subscribe down below the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please, I do appreciate all the help. And if you'd like to help out more and help my channel grow more, and I can get like cool little flashier, a much flashier intro kind of little animation thing, I can do, you know, do fun stuff like that. So support the channel. Do hit that subscribe, like I said. Also comment and hit the thumbs up. That thumbs up is a really big help as well. Show YouTube that you like my stuff and you want to support me and want me to keep going and keep doing my thing. So please do all those things, and let's get to those games. Cheeky Charizard. Snow Island. Ugh. What kind of crap is this? Oh, that's pretty good though. Depending on what kind of other stuff they play. Lifelink on the field here. Maybe we can get some life gain going. Maybe. They look like the Simic starter deck, and they look like they're off to a pretty perfect start. Pop that, and away you go. Oh, look at that. Go ahead. Let's get these out of here, because they're a little high on the manas. I really want to attack and offset some life gain. What does this need? It needs 3 mana for their next step. Because they already did the first one, yeah. Let's just hold there. We got Vanishing Verse, gained some life back. Brought them down a bit. We'll get another chance to cast this. That's what I was waiting for. I see, and you can wait all the way to the defensive stage. Yeah, so you just watch this down. That's what I was doing. I was just waiting for that. That way they've invested that 3 mana into that, and now it's exiled. Okay. Still need more mana. Do we sacrifice? Nah, I kind of like keeping that lifelink out there. Yeah, I think we see what we draw on our draw step. Hopefully we get a land. Untapped land. Come on, untapped land. Come on, come on, come on. Any basic land would do. Just untapped land. Untapped, untapped. Basic, yeah, basic land. Just think basic. That'll be, we don't have a single basic land yet. Basic land, basic land. If Cheeky Charizard ends his turn, his or her turn today, some point. There we go. That sucks. Oh, come on. Really needed mana. So let's attack. They can't block. We gain some life. Draw some cards. See if we can hit some land. At least we did hit some land. We do have this. This is 3 mana? Yes, it is 3 mana. So we can channel this. Hits an attacking or tapped creature. Attacking or blocking creature. So they do that. And we have to wait for them to declare attackers. What does that second level do? Angel with power toughness 4. So even if they upgrade it, it's not enough to dodge this. So you can tap this, untap, pay 3. See if they do. I kind of hope they do that. I probably should have waited that extra fate. Oh, they are doing it. Okay, I think they untap that land. So now they have the 3 snow mana, but are they going to fall for it, or they realize that's 4 damage? It'll only have base or toughness of 4, which means it will still die. Question is, do they have anything else for that mana? Bounce back and counters, that works. We need to get rid of that somehow, but we need more mana. Ugh. We play this, yeah, no, that won't get us anywhere. We can get card draw out of it, but they're just gonna up this thing. It's gonna be able to do more damage, and then they'll kill this anyways. Did we play a land this turn? I don't think we did. Well, this way they still have to sink mana into this guy in order to kill. Oh my god. I don't think there's really a point in playing now. We draw that, we take so much damage. Literally, we only... Oh my god. It's so many of our expensive spells, and what do we have on top? And no mana. I think that's enough. There's no way we're coming back from this. Hey, we get to go first. A little bit of a leaner start too, which is nice. A good couple snowlands right off the start. More land, yay, and it's snow, which makes this a little bit better when we go to cast it. It's really sweet when we get 4+ snowlands. That sucks. There's like no way we can attack around that. Well, I guess a Null Priest next turn could start attacking around it. Shoot, we won't have any mana for this. We wouldn't have had mana if we played the Null Priest anyways, so... let's just hope they don't have all the removal they need. Or more blockers. So that they could double block our menace. That would suck. Consider. That starts growing a bit. And they need to get it to, I think, 7. 7 sounds about right. Oh, of course they have a second one. Why wouldn't they? And why would I see any of the removal? Do I have removal? No, I guess I have Blood on the Snow technically kind of counts as removal. Do I have any cheaper removal? I gotta have some. There we go. Alright, not a lot of cheaper removal, but still some, and I haven't seen one. Still gain life from this though. That could be handy. We could get a little bit damage in with the dog too. Let's throw Chef. Let's go all of them. Why not? It's not like they have any power, so they block that. Like either way they block, they take 2 damage. And we gain 2 life. Either way. Do we save this? What was my plan? I think we save this. Yeah. Wow. No problem. Just have it all. At least there are 1 mana spells that they're casting, so they're building up their eggs to hatch them very slowly, which is kind of a good thing for us. What do we have for lands? 5. And then this is their next one, and that will put us up to 6, which puts us in Blood on the Snow area. I like this guy. And then we'll hold 2 mana for Dockside Chef's ability, and hopefully they don't keep finding good stuff. Hopefully. We are at 22 health, so we are 2 higher than our initial health total, and they are at 18, so they're 2 lower. Oh, what the heck is this thing doing again? 1 damage to... If you've drawn 3 more cards, 3 damage to each opponent instead. So that was just 1, because they didn't draw many or any cards at all. So they're down to 1 mana untapped. They did get another land out. Oh my god. More answers. So they're getting 1 each? That's weird. They're not putting the right... Shouldn't they be putting at least 2 counters on? Because that costs 2. Either way, let's sacrifice that. Get some card draw out of it. 6 mana, we can also kick a Null Priest in order to get back something like our Scavenger. Which I also wouldn't mind. Or we can get Scavenger back with Blood on the Snow. We do have another Dockside Chef, another companion. We need all mana for this, though. Yeah, if we try to, they're just gonna block it. So I guess, yeah, we just use this and get our Nighthawk Scavenger back. Let's go for creatures for now. And that back. We can maybe take out their Planeswalker with our Nighthawk Scavenger that we just returned to the battlefield. So now they're no longer building up. I feel like something is wrong, glitching out. I feel like they shouldn't have hatched yet. They shouldn't have made it to 7. But I feel like there was that last time there where they cast the Royal Eruption. Yeah, and they should have gotten 2. I'm pretty sure they were only getting 1 counter each time as we went through. That's why I went through them so slowly. They were getting 1 counter each time, but they should have been getting 2. The way the eggs are worded, they should get counters equal to the number of mana. So I think our opponent was getting a little ripped off there. Game's working fine. Everything's fine. So we gain 5 life, play this, get an angel token. This takes all of our mana. I like the sounds of that. And then hopefully we can keep attacking through. They do have something, so let's go for the Planeswalker. Get rid of that. Let's see if our Valkyrie will stick long enough to create an angel token. And they scoop, so probably, yeah. Woo! That was better than the first game. Kind of sucks that our only black mana off the start is tapped, but could be worse. I hesitated on that for a bit. Yeah, I guess it could be worse. Not that I want it to be. Yeah, right. Now you give me that. Ugh. Ugh. Gallagher. Gallagher. Attack in. They probably don't block. Didn't think so. Let's get our Nighthawk down. Start getting some, not super amount of pressure at the moment because his power level's low. They're going to create a treasure. Yeah, so they're going heavy on some treasure synergy here, and they're going to create treasures with this guy now. So it's probably not too great for us. What do we do with this guy? Draw a card. Or do we create a creature? Let's keep our dockside chef. Well, I guess why would we attack? He would just die. Let's go with Sorin. Let's create the creature. The flying lifelinker. So they take, what, 2 damage here? Nice. It actually was kind of a good order for us because they had to hold that treasure because it's created tapped from the Gallagher. So now they can tap Black Market, create another treasure. Okay. Now they're creating treasures that they're going to turn into other kind of creature stuff with this. And it comes tapped because this creates a tapped treasure. Oh, that's funny. He doesn't do a tapped treasure? No. That's annoying. Now we really need board wipes. Really bad. Badly needing board wipes. And we're 1 mana away from Blood on the Snow too. We do have card draw. Oh, now we're good to go. Another Sorin? Ugh. I really don't want to take 4 damage. Yikes, I really don't. Ooh, but I do want to get through our stuff a little faster so that we can find our board wipe. We need our Blood on the Snow. Yeah, let's do it. Ouch.
Blood for knowledge.
Ouchies. I really want to keep them all for blocking. But they're just going to keep exploding. Like these, yeah. We'll be tapping this to get a creature, using this to get a treasure, which will be creating a creature, which will be triggering this twice each turn. Like, yeah. Kind of need blockers. This guy's probably going to start attacking soon. Get an extra creature out there. This is also pretty good. We can tap, we can block, we can sack. As long as they hold that treasure too, their tycoons slowly working their health down. Even some spot removal would be pretty good to get rid of her. What's her name again? Ginny Faye. Ginny Faye, creating all these stupid freaking kitty cats and stupid things, and everything's just stupid. Yeah, hurry up. Oh, this is annoying. Still get to tap black market. Yeah. Oh my god, so annoying. They don't have to create the goblin, they can use Ginny Faye. I think this is optional, and you may instead create that many creatures. Or, okay, yeah. Gaining life too, that's super annoying. They're not attacking yet. They should start putting pressure on soon, or else we're just going to fire in a board wipe and they're going to be screwed. Are we going to get rid of one of our dockside chefs maybe? Sure. Draw an extra card. Nope. Take our turn. Ugh. God, where's our blood on the snows? Or even just spot removal. Holy crap. Get rid of Ginny Faye and just not the Vanishing Verse. We only have two. Only have two Vanishing Verse. Alright, we don't have enough black mana to use Dockside Chef and play Nighthawk and Chef, our other Chef. Maybe we just play Nighthawk. Yeah, play our other Nighthawk for another blocker. And we'll just hold off there. Because we do have the Dockside Chef ability we might want to use still. So they get to discard and draw maybe, perhaps. They discard one. They go for Meat Hook. Okay. So they got a ton of creatures out there now, and they're going to get a whole bunch more. Now they go for the dog with, what is it, Vigilance. These guys are each creating treasures, no doubt. And then Ginny Faye is going to transfer them into Jumping Elf. And now they're doing other things, so they're going up first. Oh, and they actually took the treasure token that time. Oh yeah, they're having mana, or yeah, they're... I think they want 4 mana. That's what it looks like to me. More of this stuff. Now they're gaining life. Are they attacking yet? They have some pretty powerful stuff over here. They have a lot of 2/2 cats. All to the face. All right to the dome. Oh, they pull back Ginny Faye. Good for them. And that guy too. That's interesting. We do have the Death Touch Lifelink, so we do have that option of killing stuff. I think the Dockside Chef, we're just going to block and sacrifice the Chef itself. We don't really want to sacrifice any of these other things. We kind of want damage to go through. Okay. So they're throwing Ginny Fey at us here. Block one of those guys this way. Do I want to lose both Nighthawk Scavengers? I'd say no. I'd say let's block the 4 damage here. Block. What are we taking here then? There's still 3 left. Right? So that's 3, 6, 9. Ouch. But we're also gaining 6. So it's 3 in total that we're taking. I'd say we go this way. Get rid of the chef himself. That would be better to have out there right now. We'd be getting our Nighthawk back. We'd be getting our chef back. We'd be getting a lot back. Awesome removal, finally. Unfortunately, we either can't play Liza because we need to hold mana for it, or we can't do something else. What is it? Oh yeah, we can't play Liza. I think we need to play Liza so our blockers come back to our hand. And we'll have 1 mana left for Dockside Chef, and that's it. Tokens won't come back to our hand, but we can create another blocker this way. Or do we keep digging for that board wipe? Because they're starting to get aggressive. Alright, well, let's go with an untapped land. Yeah, let's dig for that board wipe. Oh, that's not it. Ouch. Come on. Killing us here.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Helping it, we can get some stuff back. That costs 4 mana though. We don't have a lot of options to do a lot of different... Urgh! This is frustrating. We need to get blockers out there, I think. Anything non-tokens coming back to our hand. They no longer have Ginny Fey. At least for now. They do have a lot of creatures out there though. And those dogs have high power. 3 power. Ugh. But low toughness, so they die. Die easily. So now they can discard and draw a card. Found another land. Now they have Black Source out there. That's kind of scary. Come on. Why do they have everything all the time? Literally all the time. Like, they haven't played a single goddamn removal all game. Like, are you kidding me? Like, they just have to have it exactly when they need it. I've been bitching about not having removal. Board wipes, we've been digging like crazy. But no, we don't get it. Like, come on, game. Like, how much horse shit can you put us through? Like, seriously, get real. This is like beyond just complete horse shit at this point. I don't even know how much damage we're taking. Still a lot. We absolutely need a board wipe. No ifs, ands, or buts now. Even if we get it with our Sorin, though, we're still dead. We're still just dead to drawing it. Yeah. Or we're just dead to that. Thank you, Shuff. Like that, what a horseshit game. Alright. Hey, this is one of the better starting hands I've seen so far. Oh, look at this. We have removal and card draw, and we have a whole bunch of different stuff in this deck. Not the same as one thing all over, all the time. I can't help but just continued bitterness when I lose from such bullshit reasons. And it seems to be the only way I lose. Like, I know I don't know how much recordings I get of it, but like, man, I know there's some games out there that I lose that are good games, that are good back and forth. I just feel like I never get to record them. When I hit record, it's just everything. If I lose, which I don't necessarily always lose, but if I lose, it's just like such a setup. Like, oh my god. Anyways, to this game. Trying to forget about last game. Trying. They've got pests, learn, gaining life. More little chumpy stuff on the ground. Do we get the Nighthawk on the field going? Offer a trade with our companion. See if they do trade something. Okay. Not the worst thing. Now we can maybe Nighthawk or Null Priest? Let's get Null Priest out there. There's a little more life gain in it. We still have mana for Village Rites, which now that we have a Village Rites in our hand, we're going to use that before we use Dockside before we use the Dockside Chef's ability. Skullport Merchant. Use this now. Let's hold off. Some mana would have been nice. I guess no attacks. They've already got, I guess they've got the most stuff in the graveyard, so that's giving this some good, decent power already. Vanishing Verse can deal with that Lolth pretty quick. And if we can get to a Blood on the Snow, we can get rid of their battlefield of creatures. Of course they do. Why not?
We will slay our enemies.
Everything all the time, right? Never not have it. As always. Oh yeah, let's just hit Lolth now. End turn. There's really nothing else to do. Coming at us with some Spideys there. I'm going to sack them for some card draw. Shoot, now I'm wishing we did use that. Let's attack just with Null Priest, gain some life back. Get rid of their Skullport so they can't use it anymore. Maybe they'll use its ability to sack that spider last thing. They can't sacrifice the Skullport with its own ability. That's one of the things I like most about the Dockside Chef over the Skullport Merchant. Dockside Chef can sacrifice itself if you need to. Self-sacrifice. We need land. Where's our damn land? It's getting frustrating. I'm getting frustrated. Alright, so they sack that. What are they doing with that? -1, create a treasure. So they're about to exile our Null Priest here. Yeah, Null Priest of Oblivion. So we'll sack it to a Village Rites, draw some cards, finally get that land. Damn right. About damn time. Snowland out there first. Let's get a little poke in there with Dockside Chef, see what we can do, see if we can get away with that. If they allow it. Do you allow a little poke from a Dockside Chef? I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm just being weird. We do have another Village Rites. So we can play this, and Auto Tapper is doing good. So we will still have a black mana available for our Village Rites. And the turn. I feel like they might have some kind of instant speed removal, perhaps. Perhaps not. They got... Okay, they can just pay a lot of mana for it. Right. That is super damn annoying. So we'll Village Rites this one too, so that they don't exile it. I think they exiled at least one Nighthawk. Yeah, we've had 3 of our 4 Nighthawks. And we've been able to Village Rites a lot of them and hold on to them. Keep going with Snowlands. What do we have? 3 Snowlands now. We're 1 mana away, so this will be untapped. And that'll get us to our Blood on the Snow, should we need it. Which is also the same mana cost as this guy here. I'd like to keep mana for our Dockside Chef open, but I don't think we're going to get to do that. So let's attack in with Chef. They do have something. There's always priority waiting for them. So they have something. I'm kind of afraid to play Sorin because of that. Although we have 3 Snowlands, that's enough to get Nighthawk Scavenger back with the Blood on the Snow, so that's not too bad. So I think we go Sorin after combat and create a Flying Vampire. Start gaining more life that way. Also just get more on the field. Unfortunately, we won't be able to hold mana open for Dockside Chef's ability. But hopefully they don't still have more exile. And if they do, as I'm rambling on, I realize if they do, we can't sack it under their noses like we did twice here. But we do have some decent stuff in our graveyard that we can get back with Blood on the Snow and other things we may have. So yeah, Sorin, Vampire token. Next turn we might just go into Harbinger. Perhaps.
Consider yourself fortunate our motives align.
We're in a pretty good spot here. They're at 3 cards. Bunch of lands and 2 treasures. 2 cards in hand. Ooh, that's very nasty. So who do we lose? Our Flying Lifelink or this guy, which is also pretty cool. This guy is nice. But we'll have nothing to sacrifice after this. And we're going to lose at least 2 life here. Let's keep our Lifelinker. Keep trying to gain our life back. That also is an enchantment too. So if that was actually that should have been a no-brainer. I forgot that Dockside Chef is an enchantment. If we would have chose this as the creature, we would have had to sacrifice the Dockside Chef anyways. So yeah, good on us. I'm really getting sick and tired of all their damn removal. Oh, we should have played this. I didn't realize that's what we just drew. Gives us another snow mana. So if we drew another snow mana, we would be at 6, because right now we're at what? If we would have played this as a snow mana, we would have been at what, 2? We would have been at 4. Now we're still at 3 snow mana. Do I think they have a way of getting anything back? There's nothing super scary except Invoke Despair in the graveyard, so I'm thinking about attacking with this, but I don't think we do that. Just, do we get them their learn? They're probably going to get what? Mascot Exhibition. We're going to gain some life. The sound is still a little glitchy. I find it's, for the most part, it's better. There was something that just went weird there. It went like silent for a quick second. Alright, so out with the Nighthawk Scavenger. I was going to say, they're going to draw a second card plus mascots. So they have mascots plus 3 available mana after. So that they still have the 2 treasures and 1 others. Okay. They say go. Liza is pretty sexy right now. I think we attack with both though and go with Valkyrie and then get a 4/4 flying token because this is, yeah, this is 5. What do we need? 4 more life in a turn. So let's just attack all and go that road. They have some kind of not nice thing. Oh, okay. Oh, they do prevent the life gain that way. That's really crappy. So we only gain 2 life instead. So, change of plans, Liza. And we hold on to Harbinger. Good old block and sack. And they drew some cards from that too. And here they go with more exile. Okay, it's just a destruction, not exile. So that's not terrible. They attack in. I don't care. We're going to gain all that life back. We don't even really care about casting that. We have the same plan we wanted to do last turn. They have no blockers. Gain all that life back. Not quite all. Most of it. Now we got blockers. And lots of flyers. Powerful shit. Board wipes if they want to be real nasty with something. And they scoop. I'm like, I was just about to say, let's just attack with these 2. And then, I guess, get Liza back with this 4 mana here. How much mana do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 mana, we wouldn't have been able to cast Liza. We would have done that during their turn. And yeah, I think that would have been good. Okay, so I think we did all right. Honestly, like, I feel like those games I lost, it's just like, yo, seriously, Shuffler, come on. Like, seriously. What the heck? Like, it's a pretty good, yeah, it's definitely lots of card draw. It's well-rounded. I mean, you can't just clump all my removal and my board wipes and just put them away from me and like, just, come on. Getting all the same stuff over and over again. But anyways, other than that, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. A little bit off the beaten path. Not what you're seeing a lot of Orzhov doing lately. But I like it. It's, yeah, it's basically vampires and angels. I mean, we got the Spirited Companion and Dockside Chef, but everything else is either an angel or a vampire. And Elspeth has angel synergy, so she is not an angel, but, you know, the only, out of all of her abilities, the -7 does create angels, so she can create angel creature tokens. And then we have all these, you know, technically Soren's not a vampire, technically. But yes, again, we create the vampire tokens, and then more vampires, more vampires. So, yeah, lots of, it's just vampires and angels. Vampires and angels. I wonder if that's what I should do for a theme of the deck. Kind of like an aggro start with vampires into, like, powerful angels, like... We got Valkyrie Harbinger. We can keep that. Go with, oh, what's the other Valkyrie? Righteous Valkyrie. I'm like, what's the one that everybody plays? Maybe go Righteous Valkyrie. Anyways, I'm getting all off. I mean, this is like the 2nd or 3rd deck I've built today just because my brain's been going crazy. Like, what about a deck like this? What about a deck like this? What about a deck like this? Lifelink was one of my ideas that I had today, and it's pretty cool. I think it worked out well. Let me know what you all think. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. Just say hi, say what's up, say whatever. It does help support the channel, helps keep me going. I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you have a great day. Cheers.